What's being called a once-in-a-lifetime storm, expected to have a major impact on the presidential election. Both campaigns already dealing with the aftermath of Hurricane Helene. Former President Trump blaming Kamala Harris and the Biden administration for what he calls a lackluster response. The Harris team is accusing Trump of spreading misinformation and lies about aid and recovery efforts. The White House even going so far as to launch an account on the social media platform Reddit to fight misinformation. Let's bring in NewsNation's Kelly Meyer, who is live from the White House. Kelly, what impact is this having on the presidential race?
Well, we continue to see this political storm swirling around misinformation and ongoing back and forth between the candidates. Former President Donald Trump continues to hit at Vice President Kamala Harris for her handling of the response and recovery efforts, while Vice President Harris hits at former President Trump for spewing falsehoods about FEMA funding and for playing politics with natural disasters. This is the latest post from Trump over on Truth Social this morning, criticizing the response specifically in western North Carolina, the area hardest hit by Helene. Trump says, quote, even the whole state, for that matter, has been totally and incompetently mismanaged by Harris-Biden. They can't get anything done properly, but I will make up for lost time and do it right when I get there. The Republican congressman from western North Carolina posted on his X page a link to debunking Helene response myths, directly challenging some of the claims Trump and other Republicans are making. He says, quote, while it is true the Federal Emergency Management Agency's response to Hurricane Helene has had its shortfalls, I'm here to dispel the outrageous rumors that have been circulated online. We have more from Kamala Harris. As far as we know, Harris and Florida Governor Ron DeSantis have not yet spoken. But here's more from her on the late night show with Stephen Colbert, and more from former President Trump talking about how DeSantis is handling the storm.
What just upsets me so is the idea that any politician would play political games with these folks, with people who are in the midst of such suffering, loss of life, loss of their homes, loss of normalcy, and then for the sake of political gain, tell these lies in a way that is meant to make people distrust the help that is there for them to receive.
No, I think Ron's doing a good job. I see him all over television. He's all over the place. I left Florida last night, and it was starting to get nasty already. This is going to be a big one. And, they're in trouble with Helene in North Carolina, Georgia, a lot of other places. And now you look at this one coming in, and the woman doesn't know what she's doing.
So we know that President Biden here at the White House says he has spoken to Florida Governor Ron DeSantis and says for him to contact him directly if he needs anything. So far, we don't know if Harris and DeSantis have spoken yet with regard to Helene and the incoming Milton. Now, here at the White House, any moment now, President Biden will get briefed on the ongoing recovery from Helene and the potential impact on Florida with Milton. Vice President Harris is expected to join virtually. Nichole.
All right, Kelly Meyer live for us there in D.C. Kelly, thank you. Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your screen. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.